If you're going to pay to win for a farming class in AQ Worlds, Master Mogwin's $120 plus shipping was the best multi-target farming class you could get for the money. Most powerful, nothing even close to it really for if you're paying for a class. Now, there's this one, which is 6,000 ACs in game, or the 2021 calendar on Hero Mart. You want some physical goods along with that. The calendar is actually more money, but anyway, because you got to pay for shipping and all that. But Nechronomancer got a buff, or Draconic Chronomancer if you're buying it for ACs, same class. It got a buff and is actually very, very good. Probably the best if you're paying for a class, best multi-target class in the game at the moment, which is really cool. Alright, I like to show off the class because it is just that good now. One of the things that really sucked with this class before is it would die. It had a self dot on it, and if you weren't paying attention to the skills, you would just die, and they fixed that. Unless the monsters are dealing a lot of damage, you still take damage, but so if the monsters are dealing a good amount of damage to you, you'll still die with this class if you're solo in a room. But if you're farming mobs that aren't really fighting back that much, it's very good for that now. Very, very, very good. So enhancements for the showing the class here are just going to be casual stuff, nothing crazy, because I feel like if you're, I mean, I could show them all min-maxed out. Well, actually I couldn't because I don't have some of the enhancements, but anyway, so Forge on Cape, which Forge is really easy to get. It's just like slightly better than the default one. This is just default luck. The actual class itself is just luck, and my weapon has smite, which is one of the easiest Forge enhancements to get, and doesn't really change. It's not gonna change that much damage farming. It's just NSOD basically. So those are the enhancements. Very basic, very obtainable by most players pretty easily there. It's just slightly better than normal. And here's the class. So what would happen if you were randomly hitting skills before with this class is you would just die. It would get the self dot. You can see I have like a 30 self dot on me right there. Yeah, that was a lot bigger, and it would kill you. Yeah, it was bad. So if you weren't paying attention, yeah, dying is not good for farming. That's suboptimal for farming speeds if you're farming things. You see, I'm just casually, it was at 10,000 there for a second, and I'm just randomly hitting buttons, which would have killed me before. So they changed the class. They changed how it is. They changed around a bunch of skills and stuff. It's actually very, very good now. So even with suboptimal enhancements, now if you went and got optimal, like min-max, like good Forge enhancements and all that stuff on this, you'd be rocking easily over. I think I've seen people with 16,000 DPS or something with this class, like just wild amounts of damage. And yeah, very, very good. So if you have 60k AC lying around and you need a farming class and you don't have Legion Remnant, Archmage, or any of the other farming classes that are decent in the game right now, and you think this might be a good use of your ACs, I think this is actually a very decent farming class now. And by the way, the combo, you can do a better combo than what I'm doing, and that'll optimize damage there. I'm kind of showing the worst case scenario for this class, which I think is something you normally won't see, but even in worst case scenario, we're still pulling 9k DPS, which is really, really respective. I like using this room for farming. I know other people do other things. If you go to Celestial and Revenant to farm, I try to do that. You will die solo in a room. If you have one guy healing you, you're fine. So if you're doing it in a public room, you'd probably be okay if there's one guy that was at a heal. But solo, you will die in Revenant there, at least with the enhancements I'm using here with the default stuff. So maybe you could find a way around that, maybe some health vamp or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this class in the comment section down below. I just want to kind of make a quick update video here to let people know that this class is buffed and actually not gonna say it's worth the money now, but it's definitely more worth the money than it was before. So if you want to spend the 20 bucks or however much it is wherever you live to get it, then might actually be more worth it now. And there will be a new calendar class coming out soon. Hopefully I'll get to cover that on the channel here, coming up soon. End of the year, new calendar class. Look forward to that. Leave a like on the video if you like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.